Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Tracy's Art and Craft, and I'm here for another Thrifty Thursday. So I managed to buy all these beautiful things from one charity shop, that would be for Americans, a thrift shop, and I managed to get all these beautiful items really cheap. So I'm just going to go through them with you. I'll move all of these out of the way and we'll try to go through them one by one, shall we? So let's just move these all out the way. I'll start with these little ones. We picked these up, my husband actually saw these and picked them up for me, and I think they were something like 50p, something like that, really cheap. And they are just really thin little measuring tapes, but they would look good, really nice on the edge of, say, a journal page, on the edge of a tag or anything like that. So we got those. And so I'm just going to put them aside. Whenever I want to use a little piece, I can cut a little piece off, and they're really thin, almost paper thin. So that is just going to look really nice on the edges of things, maybe even through the middle of my ruffles. Now another book I got, it says 50p here. They had them for 50p each, or they had them 3 for £1 on all their books. So I managed to get some real bargains. I absolutely love this book, and it's all about art history, and I love art. We all know I love art, hence why I'm doing classical studies. Now in here we have some of this beautiful blue paper, which is definitely going to be handy. I can use this in so many ways. It's got some chart type pieces in. This is going to be used so many different ways. We have some black and white images. We also have coloured throughout this whole piece. So all the black and white images seem to be in the back half, and all the coloured in the front. These would make beautiful journaling cards. I could just think of so many ways. I could cut this and turn it into tags and things like that. We also have information on artists in here. I can also use this as inspiration for my art as well. So although I wouldn't copy this, because these are artists' work, I would never copy what another artist has done. But I could, for instance, use the posture of the person in my own piece so that I can copy a posture. So I have something for reference on how the person is positioned. So yeah, I thought there's just so many ways I could use this book, and it is absolutely beautiful. So I love it. And also the cover is going to be put, it's going to be turned into a ring bound journal, so a journal with metal rings attached to it, and then I'm going to be using whole A4 pieces, but obviously to the size of the journal cover. So this is going to make a really beautiful ring bound journal, and that's what I plan to do with that one. It'll probably take me a while before I get around to doing it, but that's my plan. So the next two little things I'm pulling in are these tiny books. So first of all we have the Wildflowers. Again, they say 50p each. They were 3 for £1, so really cheap. And what I thought was I could tear out just one page and just put it into a pocket, as ephemera as it is, for people to use in their journals. So these are going to be used as ephemera as is. I'm not going to be cutting the flowers out of these ones. I'm just going to rip them out. Even the worded parts, because they just look nice and they can have lots of use in junk journaling. I can even use those, rip those out and put them in as ephemera. So I absolutely love this little book. I think it's just going to be so handy. The next little tiny book I've got, and I mean these are tiny, they fit in your hand, the little palm-sized ones, is a mini dictionary. This dictionary is it looks so old, it's grungy. It has stains, it's so well used. Look at how well used that is. It's I swear someone must have had this for school or something. Let's see if I can find out how old it is. 1978 this is, and it's a lovely little dictionary. Again, the pages are almost as thin as Bible pages. No, maybe they are as thin as Bible pages. And so I thought I would tear these out, and again, just like the last one, pop them into my journals as ephemera inside pockets and whatnot. So that's the idea for those, and that's what I'll be doing with those. I'll go put them up there actually with the ephemera pieces. The next thing I got was some more dressmaking paper. This one is for making these little dolls and their outfits, the crib covers and the outfits as well that go with them. And so they sell these for 50p each, these patterns, and they're always quite vintagey, quite old. This one's newer than my last paper. My last paper I could tell was older because it felt like fabric where it had been, you know, used so much and kept so long. But this one feels a little bit newer, so maybe not used as much, maybe, because they do reuse these. I know my nan used to. And this one, which it didn't have on my last one, it has the cutting layouts, and this paper is like newspaper paper. So I absolutely love it. I'll also be using the covers. I love using the covers too. So all of this just comes in useful, and it gives me loads and loads of paper. I mean, I still have the last dress pattern to use, and I've got all this as well, and it really does last you for ages. The next book I have is The Flower Expert. This isn't necessarily old. Let's see if I can find a date, but I really don't think this is old at all. 2013. So that's not old at all, but if we go through, they don't just have the picture, the photograph of the flower, they have an illustration too. And these illustrations are so small, I'd say they're about 2 inches. They're so small, they're a perfect size for cutting out, popping onto things, and it's just page after page of them. So I will be using these as well as these. Yeah, it's just page after page after page of them. So I absolutely love this book. It's just, this one's going to last me ages, and it's going to be used a lot, I can guarantee, because it is just beautiful. The next 2 things I have is, one is this really, really vintage piece of music paper. They didn't have a price on this, but I offered 50p because it's, you know, it's charity and it was in with the 50p books. So I offered to pay for it separately as 50p. So it's just really, really nice. You can feel it's really old, but I can't tell. It's 2 and 6. The price was 2 and 6. That's a really old type of money. Although my dad still used that type of money, and he was born in the 50s. So I can't tell by the money, but he does remember using the money. I'm just trying to see if there's some sort of... No, I can't see a date at all on here. Never mind. It is lovely. It's old and it's vintage and it's nice. So I'll use that all sorts of ways. And then I have this book, and this is for the tin whistle. And the reason I got this is because look at the music paper. It is completely original. I do love Irish music and folk music, which is great as well, which is an added bonus. But when the piece gets really fast, it's really busy, and I love that. And I love that you've got the little dots for the tin whistles notes, illustrating tin whistle notes. So I thought that's really original. You usually see music paper being used, which is for lots of other instruments, but you don't usually see it for the tin whistle. So I thought that would be lovely to use, and it's got loads of pages, so that's going to last me. Again, that was part of that 3 for £1. So the next one I've got is a bargain. This is a new book. This is not old at all. I know it says 1863 on it. It is not old at all. However, it was a brand new book with receipt inside, and it still only cost me part of the 3 for £1. So this was a real bargain. I will use this little sleeve that is on here, but I'm also going to use the actual book as a journal because I just love the cover. I won't adapt the cover. All I'll do is adapt the pages inside, but I'm not going to adapt the cover at all. I'm even going to do a hidden spine and keep this spine as it is because I love this book. But this book is about the time when the railway became extremely popular and travelling by rail, and This was one of the first tourist books, and it's a copy of it. It's a remake of it, but it is one of the first tourist books. And it would tell you all about places to stop off on the railways. It has adverts throughout, beautiful adverts throughout, showcasing what there is. I'm showing you some sceneries that you can see along the way. All of this is just magnificent, absolute gold dust. Look at that, what a journaling card that will make. It is absolute gold dust. There is loads through here, lots of normal writing, lots of imagery, and lots of adverts. As you go through, you'll see more and more adverts. There's a whole section for adverts as well somewhere in here. So, I'm trying to show you another image. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. So this is just, it's going to last me ages, this book. I absolutely love it. Well, I don't suppose I would have bought it if I didn't love it, but it's got some maps at the back here as well. So it's just got a little bit of everything that we use in the junk journaling world. So that was an absolute bargain. So that's it on the books. Other things that I bought, I got this lovely glass bowl, and I wanted a bowl on my desk to put all the tiny offcuts of fabric, because I want to make some fabric snippet rolls. And I wanted somewhere to put all the tiny offcuts of fabric, and this bowl was only 50p as well. It's a lovely pink one. So it looks pink because of my pink side, but it is actually pink glass. So that is really cute. This tub here was £1, and inside it I have put some other bits that I've bought. So what I bought was, I bought these necklaces. Sorry about my dog, I apologise, he's barking because my husband's home. I bought some of these necklaces, and they come with these on them, these little chokers with these, and I thought I will use these in two ways. One, I will, well, a few ways actually. One, I'll take these off, which I have done, and I will use them on top of journal covers. Two, I will use the lace and ribbon, you know, for trim around my journals. And three, I will use these little jewellery pieces as well. So all of that will get used. So I have all of these, sorry, my lighter for my candle is there. So I will have all of these laces and ribbons and things. Sorry if you can hear my husband and my son, they've just come home. And I have these beautiful little decorations for journals. And the other thing I bought, so these were all 50p each as well, had a bit of a sale on. The other thing I bought is these, I'm going to try to say it now, here we go guys, cabuchins, I don't know what these are called. What are these called? You know, they are what they are, the things, the necklace things, and the glass that goes with them. They were 3 for £1, so I did only get 3 because I didn't need that many, but I really wanted just one of them for a folio I'm doing, so I did buy 3 for that. But I loved this little box, and I thought I could, there's just so many ways I can use this box, and I do like things that look pretty for storage, because I do have a lot of shelves next to me I like to put things, pretty things into. So yeah, that is everything. It was fun. It was fun going out. I do plan on doing these every week. Thrifty Thursday is hosted by Cherie from Turquoise Dreaming, I want to say. I'm hoping I'm getting that right. Turquoise Dreaming. Her name's Cherie, and she hosts this. I will tag her YouTube down in the description box. If you go to her video, her latest video, she has a list of all the people that have taken part in the Thrifty Thursdays. So do go down there, have a little look on her video, and have a little look at all the other ladies that are down there. I'll give you some great ideas of things to look out for when you hit the charity shops or the thrift shops, or whatever you call them, second-hand shops. So yeah, when you hit those, you can pick up some real bargains, especially when they've got sales on, like I found. Yes, I hope that gives you some ideas, and I will see you next time. All the best. Bye now. Bye.